You are listening to the audio production of Little Women, a Christian Reader's Guide by Rachel Dodge, published by Audiobooks and read by the author. Introduction. The Christian Reader's Guide series is a passion project by Audiobooks with hand-picked authors and classics we think will inspire you. Our team has worked hard to bring you the truths and values of Christianity through great literature. The goal of this series is to provide you with the tools to find these themes, morals, and ideals in the works we've selected, as well as to enrich your discussions and observations of the world around you. The original and easily most impactful hero's journey is the story of Jesus. That is the template for all tales of good versus evil, heroic rescues, and transformational arcs. The Bible stories and themes that we know so well are woven intricately, and often unintentionally, into so much of the world around us. Feel free to use this guide along with your book club, homeschool co-op, English Lit classmates, youth group students, during family dinners, or just on your own. Each guide is composed of several sections, which may vary slightly depending on the book being discussed. There will always be a specific introduction to the book, advice on how to use the guide, and questions for further discussions. Note that while any early sections will come with spoiler warnings if necessary, sections covering or inquiring about specific chapter content will, of course, reflect information discovered in that chapter and may reference previous chapters as well. Any takeaway or discussion sections toward the end of the guide will also include spoilers without extra warning, as they are intended to provide further tools for after you finish the book. Please note that these guides are by no means an exhaustive compilation of the wealth of information and inspiration each classic work contains. The authors of each guide were given creative liberty to explore the topics and themes of each book at their discretion, and we hope that by listening to them, you are inspired to dive even further into these books. Thank you for joining us on this adventure into further understanding and enjoying your favorite classic books, and for supporting this project. Little Women, a Christian Reader's Guide. Reading Little Women. Welcome to the Little Women Christian Reader's Guide. If you are a fan of Little Women and want to dig deeper into the spiritual lessons it contains, this guide will help you explore the novel through a biblical lens. If this is your first time reading or listening to the novel, you will soon fall in love with the 4 March sisters and their beloved friends and family. Little Women opens on Christmas Eve during the Civil War in America, with the March sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, sitting by the fire, bemoaning the fact that they won't have any gifts on Christmas. They want to buy something for themselves with their small funds, but agree to buy gifts for their mother instead. When Mrs. March, Marmee, arrives home, they read a letter from their father, who is serving as a chaplain in the Union Army, and have a heart-to-heart chat. The sisters decide to begin again with their daily devotions and their journey as pilgrims of the faith. Marmee tells them to look under their pillows on Christmas morning. There they find little testaments of that beautiful old story of the best life ever lived, Chapter 2. From this cozy opening scene, the novel moves forward, focusing on the daily lives of the March sisters as they learn to love one another and their neighbor, do their duty faithfully, fight their bosom enemies bravely, and conquer themselves beautifully so that when Father comes home, he may be fonder and prouder than ever of his little women. Chapter 1. Written in 2 parts, originally titled Little Women and Good Wives, Part 1 covers 1 full year of the lives of the March family, from the opening of the novel until Father comes home from the war. Part 2 covers the next decade approximately, as the girls grow into adulthood, ending with Marmee's 60th birthday celebration. Throughout both books, the 4 March sisters, with Marmee as their guide, learn specific lessons about faith, family, and service. Other important characters include their next-door neighbor Theodore Lawrence, Teddy or Laurie, Mr. Lawrence, Hannah,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?